Hey everybody, it's Josh at SimplifyChurch.com. Just a quick update to show you some of the updates we made in our June 2018 update to our Simplify Church Bookkeeping Portal. These are a lot of user experience updates as well as some things that I'll talk about that are positioning us for a future, some big announcements that we'll have coming. So stay tuned for that. But first, I'm going to show you the first update is here under our transaction search area. You'll notice that we added a few more fields to now be able to search by date, the date that you entered transactions. So you can get in and give it a range of dates that you might have, and it will requery the results here. Another thing you'll notice with this is if you click on a transaction and then go back, it goes back to the search that you had already submitted. We had an issue where prior to this, if you went back, you had to start your search fields all over again. So that's a cool update we've made to make this a little more functional and usable for your church or ministry. You can also search by amount, check number, or if you're looking for your deposits, you can search on whether that is an online gift or not. I'll talk about that here in a second and some other updates that we've made. So let me click here to manage deposit. You'll notice we have a new selection tool here for online gift. This is whether you are using our new Simplify Give online giving option or your own. If you're manually entering a deposit that happened to be from your online giving tool and you want to track things that way, give that a yes and it'll come in here. If you're using Simplify Give, our online giving option, it will automatically select that as an online gift. That way it makes it easier for us to search those gifts whether or not it was made online or not from the bank reconciliation standpoint. So pretty cool stuff going on there. We're pretty excited about what's happening with that. So secondly, the update is under our budget area with the way the budget lines lay out. Previously, you may have noticed that the budget just kind of, all your line items just kind of went in here as they were entered. So there really was no rhyme or reason to them. You'll notice now we are laying them out in a little better order of income lines versus expense lines, and also starting to do the calculation to show you that you can double check your amounts based on what you planned in your budget. So this is not really a fully reported yet, while you can get that report, but just bear in mind one of the next updates we're coming out with will be a quick and easy way to generate a report on your spending right out of the budget. Right now, you obviously can go to your account manager and get that information quickly and easily, but we want to take the next step and make that even better for you. You also notice another update we made is on the budget line items. Now, actually, let me go back here. I'll show you one that exists. So now, if you go into a line item that is something that is not a donation necessarily, meaning when a donor gives to that line item, that line is not a tax deductible transaction with the church, meaning the donor does not get a tax receipt for that. So if they're registering for a camp or they are receiving something, or if this is in any way not just a flat donation to the church, if it is a designated donation as well in some cases, but that's a whole nother story. If you select this item, is this tax deductible, yes or no? If selected no, then any transactions provided through this line will not be shown on the donor's donation statement. This is huge to make those donor statements even more correct, we'll say, at the end of the year. So pretty cool update for that. All your existing budget lines for income are defaulted to yes, meaning they are tax deductible. So every line you have now defaulted. So if all your lines are eligible for tax deductions, then you don't have to do anything. If you need to go in and adjust, then you can go in and enter that specific line and select no, hit save, and that will take care of what needs to be done there. So pretty cool things. Next thing we have is under the donor contributor area. If you'll notice, when you click on the donor, if you go to find an actual donor in your list, you can get a quick search of their transactions. It now shows the current year that they have given only, and it also shows that in date order, ascending date order. Let me get to one that actually has some that are more of an existing date. Sorry for the delay there. Of course, it's not going to show me the first one that I want here. Let's go here. So if you notice, in date order as they ascend. So pretty cool update there. Um, we'll also identify online gifts as we talked about. We also have the ability to merge donors. So if you accidentally get two people input and added, and that just happens to be the same person, you didn't realize they were already in there, your account manager can merge those donors for you. So there's no need to go in and do anything to delete or add things to a new donor. So we can take care of that for you. We also, if you are using SimplifyGive.com, our online donation tool, those gifts automatically will get synced into the portal and will automatically show up for a new donor or show up to an existing donor and to their donor record. So pretty cool feature there to reduce the data entry if you're using our online giving tool. So another thing we updated with this update is this active contributor CSV export. Basically what this will do, it'll create your mailing labels. If you have need and you just want to send a letter out to all of your active donors and not necessarily attach a donor statement to it where you just want to use this as a database of addresses, click on this, it'll produce a CSV, and then you could separate that out in Excel to create your labels. So we'll put out a video detailing just how to do that specifically. It's pretty easy to do in Excel. It gives you a neat wizard to walk through the steps. But we'll definitely put a video out on our support site on how to manage that. So that is the bulk of the updates that were made. There were a few bug fixes in that adding metrics. There was a bug where you could not add if all fields were not filled out. You'll notice that we defaulted all the fields to zeros, and that has fixed that bug there, as well as some other issues that we had in the user experience that have all been fixed. So some big items in this as well were some big updates to the back end system that we're using. We've implemented an API layer. Not to get too technical with you, but there's some big things in store that we have in mind to make this more functional, more useful, and more robust for your ministry so we can continue to serve alongside what you're doing to reach your community. So keep that in mind. Let us know how we're doing. Love to talk to you about the portal and get some ideas that you may have on how to make it work even better for your ministry. Again, I'm Josh, SimplifyChurch.com. Thank you for the opportunity to serve alongside your ministry.